Right now, let's turn our attention to, well, evaluating all sides on Prince Harry. Well, I can evaluate all sides of Prince Harry's book. There is a spare copy of Spare in the building. There you are. Here it is. Half price. I think they were half price even before it went on sale earlier this week. Lots of you are bidding to have the book. Could I have the books, please? I can't afford toilet paper. Can I have my local shops have a shortage of loo paper? Someone else wants it to prop up their dining room table. Hey, you know, Mike Graham might want it. You never know. I don't know how long it's going to be staying here. Let's turn our attention to this with Sarah Robertson, who's our royal commentator. Good morning to you, Sarah.
Good morning, Julia.
Thank you very much indeed for joining us. The fact Prince Harry, the only really big story on the front pages today is actually in the front of the Sun with a big picture of Kate, the Princess of Wales, his sister-in-law, of course, and the headline is "Standing Firm, Kate Defiant, while senior royals urge caution over Harry coronation invite." We've been told that Prince Harry and Meghan have been invited to the King's coronation in early May. He hasn't confirmed whether he's attending or not. Certainly he won't have a role in that coronation, but then he wouldn't as the spare, I think, anyway, as he hates himself being called, but he is. Now we understand that the likes of Prince Andrew, sorry, apologies, not Prince Andrew, he ain't got a leg to stand on anything, Prince Edward and also Princess Anne are saying that they don't want him invited because they fear that anything that he attends, any intimate moments, will just end up in the next book. What do you say to that?
Well, this is it. And part of the deal that he has with Random House, it was a full book deal, which I think includes the book that he might be doing jointly with Meghan. So the fear now among the royal family, as we've seen demonstrated in the book, and as Harry's been talking loudly on chat shows and various other publicity drives this week, is nothing that they say to him is sacred anymore. Whatever discussions they have, or, you know, that they could think is in private, could wind up being put out into the press. And it's just the staggering hypocrisy that comes from Prince Harry's lips. Yeah. Every time he speaks, Julia, he keeps talking about how his family and the royal palace have been leaking stories constantly about him. But they haven't. The only person that's doing the leaking around here and revealing what is being said in the royal family and secrets that are meant to stay in the family is Prince Harry.
And that's why I've always thought, I mean, his big criticism. Good big criticism, the media as well, for telling, you know, for making claims which are, you know, intimate private details.
Julia, can I just point out on that as well, because I really would like to say this, and I haven't had a chance to say this yet. I've been covering royal stories for a number of years now. I broke a massive exclusive just last Sunday, which was the royal front page just a week ago. I can tell you now, categorically, there is no way the palace has ever spoon-fed me any details. My stories come from my royal contacts. Obviously, I'm not going to reveal who those contacts are. They're very well-placed sources. I've spent a long time engineering and working to get them. That's what journalists do. You know that yourself, Julia, you are one. I have never been spoon-fed stories from the palace. So Prince Harry, I'd just like to say to you, from me, you are wrong. Wrong. There you go. Thank you, Julia.
I think a lot of royal journalists will point that out. Indeed, I mean, it is absolutely fascinating though that there's sort of more outrage about the idea of Prince Harry attending the coronation than, say, Prince Andrew. I mean, Prince Harry's got his faults, but last thing I learned, Prince Harry didn't pay £12 million to a woman he claims never to have met and certainly didn't have sex with.
No, that's true. And of course, we can't just whitewash Prince Andrew away, can we? I mean, no one's going to do that. Prince Andrew still, carries the how do I even put it, the shame of that. And he did bring the royal family into disgrace with that behaviour. But Prince Andrew is not trying to clear his image. He's not going on chat shows. He's not writing books. He's not talking constantly. He has
but he'd love to. It's just his advisors have worked out that he really shouldn't do another interview. That's what got him into more of this mess in the first place. In terms of what happens next, look, big selling book. Harry's made a load of money. Normally, a lot of memoirs, basically, you make the money from serialisation. He had a big advance. He's made a load of money from it. He's claiming some of it's going to charity, as is often the case. It's a tiny little sum that goes to charity.
I think the figure was 1.3 million he has given to Centrello, which is his charity in Africa. I think that was the figure he's given to that. But the book advance, he received, I think, nearly 17 million in advance. And then obviously he gets the share of the royalties. Now, it has been, this is very interesting, it has been the fastest selling book in history in the UK in terms of the speed that it sold. It sold over 400,000 copies to date in the first day or two. Then obviously we have to then see what happens now going forward, and taking into account sales from America and how that carries on. But I think safe to say, Penguin Random House, I work for them as a consultant editor from time to time. They'll be very happy because they will be making the money back.
Oh, yeah, they certainly will. Sarah, we'll have to leave it there. Sarah Robinson, Royal Commentator, thank you very much indeed.